Oh, fantastic. Thank you.
Good evening, Team Africa. Good evening to all of our brand partners in South Africa, in Nigeria, and all of our partners that are joining us globally. Thank you for always making it a date with us every Thursday on this call where we talk about strategies that would help us to be able to experience the kind of growth that we want to see in our lives first, and then that would translate to our business, of course. And so thank you so much for all of the amazing feedbacks that we're getting and how this call is so important and is helping to build your business. We would continue to have this call and we hope to keep on improving. And it's a special month for us in June. We're celebrating all of the men on the call. We celebrate you, the roles you play in our lives, in our business, the leadership that you provide to our community. Thank you so much. And so you've seen a lot of these men on the call, especially for this month of June, just celebrating them. And so to kick off the month of June, we have on the call tonight, here with us, our partner council members in South Africa and also Nigeria. We thank you for your leadership that you continue to provide to our markets. My name is Blessing Edets Oba, Ed Business Development for Africa, and I'm excited to always be with you. I also have on the call with me some of my colleagues, but majorly Neo Ntunyang, with my colleague in business development in South Africa. Neo.
Good evening, team. Good evening, Africa. Good evening to each and everybody that is on our call this evening. Blessing has already said I don't need to add more, but I'd just like to appreciate each and every one of you for always connecting with us. We really appreciate you. We know that you took time out of your very busy schedule to connect with us, and we want to tell you that we really appreciate you. And I'm super excited, to listen to this call this evening with Dapo. Dapo is not a stranger in the Africa region. He's one of us, and we are super excited to hear from you this evening, Dapo. Welcome, and thank you for connecting with us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you. It's an honor and a privilege. I don't take this lightly at all. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dapo, for agreeing to come on the call this evening. And I love the way the post went out. I saw on the post, they said, our very own Dapo Odusanya. That was so beautiful. Yes, our very own. We totally, is our own. It might be in the United States, Dapo belongs to us in Africa. So let me tell you a little about Dapo. Dapo was born to Nigerian parents. He had the opportunity to live in Lagos, where I am currently, for over 10 years, where he graduated from the Baptist Academy in Obanikoro, Lagos State. And then he moved to the United States to earn his master's in physical therapy. And years after practicing physical therapy, he had a change of career and he became a licensed customs broker dealing with import and export. But he still had in his heart of hearts passion for healthcare. He was introduced to the Tahitian Noni, and that transformed his mother's health forever. Dapo will talk more about that. Now, this amazing testimony is what formed his journey into our industry. And so Dapo has a deep interest in personal development, and he collaborates with leaders, and he has evolved to become one of our leaders and one of our very own. We celebrate him. He's currently an officer as far as the title in PartnerCo is. And Dapo's passion is to make all of his business partners win as they collaborate together, bringing this amazing opportunity and products to the whole world. Dapo Odusanya, we are glad and excited to have you. Over to you.
Thank you, Blessing. Thank you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Fantastic. I just want to say, first and foremost, thank you again for this opportunity. I don't take this opportunity lightly at all. When people give you the opportunity to speak on the platform that's being recorded and will be played over and over and over again for years to come, I don't take this lightly. So thank you again for the honor. Thank you again for the opportunity. Today, I'm going to be very different today. As you guys know, for the past Thursdays, there has been several people that have come on this call. I know last week we had Mr. Anthony Moreland on the call. So every other Thursday, we've had leaders come talk to you guys about success. So today, I'm going to take a different approach, and hopefully, you guys will hear my passion. We know that this is coming from my heart, and I pray that God gives me the opportunity to speak loudly and clearly. I'm going to go really, really fast because I have so many notes to share with you guys. So please get your pen and paper ready. But my focus is going to be on your mindset, and self-image. Your mindset and your self-image. That's what I'm going to be talking about. Again, I have so many notes that I want to share. When Blessing reached out to me to be able to share my story, I was very excited and honored, and I wrote down so many things. I'm going to go pretty fast, but hopefully, when it's all said and done, you guys will feel my heart, and then what we have here in PartnerCo is a blessing. I'm going to start by this: find a way to serve more people. Find a way to serve more people. The more people you serve, the more God, the universe, will serve you. Find a way to serve more people through your talent, through your money, through your time, through your gift, through your experiences. I promise you this: the more people you serve,
for you. Okay.
The more people you serve, the more God will serve you. That's number one. Number two, become. Become. That word become, let's break it down. You have to be first, and then it comes later. Become. You have to be that leader. You have to be that presenter. You have to be that person that when people talk, that when you talk, they'll listen. So you have to become better. The sad thing is, so many of us, we're not becoming better. We're not becoming at presenting. We're not becoming better at listening. We're not becoming better at peaking. We're not becoming at sharing our resources. Just think about it for a minute. Why we have the same comp plan. We have the same products. We may not have all the products in Nigeria, in the Nigerian market, or in the South African market, compared to what we have in the US or the other 50 countries that we're in. But we all have the same comp plan. And based on your market, we all have the same products. But the question is, why is it that, for an example, in Nigeria, we have more leaders who are successful and others are not? But we have the same product and the same comp plan. Let's think about that for a minute. In America, for example, we all have the same products. We have the same comp plan. But why do we have more leaders excelling and some are not? In South Africa, we have the Hero brand, we have Noni. While some people tower advancing and some others are not. Your mindset, your self-image. How do you really see yourself? Do you really know who you are? For those of you don't know, and if you don't mind, for me, I've chosen Christianity. God, Jesus is my Lord and Savior. And that great book tells me that God created me. He created you in his own image. In his likeness, he created you. So that lets me know that I am a little God. You are a little God. Right? And God said, let us make man in his own image. So you need to know who you are. And this platform that you're in to bless a lot of people. When you get up in the morning, I don't watch the news, but when you get up in the morning, almost everybody who you know has something negative going on in their lives. But you are a God. You have to be the light. You have to set yourself on fire, become, and let people come to you. What we have in T-Shinoni Juice, in the Hero brand, and all our platform products is what people need. But the question is, how do you see yourself? How is your posture when you talk about this opportunity? How are your words? If God created you in his own image, and God said, let it be light, and there was light, do you know that everything that you say, you are creating? Everything you say, you're creating. So the question is, what are you saying about yourself? It's too expensive. Oh, they're not coming. I don't know how to do it. But we all have the same comp plan and the same product. But you have to know who you are. You are a God. God lives in you. Start speaking what you want. The same Bible says, write the vision, make it plain. Do you know exactly have you written down what you're gonna be? For those of us in the US, for example, at PXP 24. Have you written it down? Do you know exactly what you want? If God says, for example, Mr. Paul Taylor, what car do you want? I just want a car. No, be very specific. I want a 2021 or 2024 GT Bentley Coupe, green interiors, 21 rims. Be very specific. Write down your goals. Do you have your goals written down? Dare I say, are you guys plugged in to the conference calls? All of us have a cell phone. We all have a cell phone. After a while, if that cell phone is not plugged up to a wall and being charged, what happens to it? It dies. So my question for you is this: have you set the time? It's not going to be easy. Let's just keep it 100. This is not easy. But if you stay steadfast, if you stay committed, if you stay plugged into the conference calls, to the books, in due time, your time will come. So the question is from me to you is, how often are you on the calls without being told to? I don't tell you to brush your teeth. I don't tell you to go to work. So why should I or your leader tell you to stay plugged into the calls? Everything counts. Every call that you get on counts for you. Every call that you don't get on counts against you. Everything counts. Are you plugged in to stay charged up? That great book tells me faith cometh by hearing. Faith cometh by what? Hearing. It's a continuous process. For me, when I started in this industry, my mind was jacked up. I don't even lie to you. My mind was terrible. Because of my experiences, I've been told no, I've been hurt, I've been abused mentally, emotionally. So I have low self-esteem. My environment was terrible. That's a whole nother story. And what I was exposed to affected my mindset. But I had to change that intentionally by staying plugged in. It's all mental, ladies and gentlemen. It's all mental. Faith cometh by hearing. What are you listening to? We all have the same product. We all have the same complaint. Like there was one that really hit me. Why are some people successful and some are not? We're not plugged in. We can lie about stuff on Facebook, on social media, but don't lie about yourself. Please don't lie to yourself. Because what we have in partner call is mind-blowing. So let me just share some things with you right quick. Be better at presenting, at listening, at speaking, at storytelling. Your tone, your part should be better. When people see you, they should be willing to come to you. People follow people. If I tell you guys today that Oprah is going to be in my house today, or let me say Oprah will be in my house tomorrow, Oprah Winfrey, and I tell everybody on this call to be at my house because of Oprah Winfrey, and she's going to share a secret that will change your life forever. I bet you all of us on this call will do our best to come to my house. Why? Because Oprah Winfrey. She has increased her value by staying plugged in. The question is, when people hear you talk or hear that you're coming, how do they react towards you? Increase your value first. Increase your value first. It's all mental, ladies and gentlemen. You've got to stay plugged in. And then the success will come. But what's so sad is so many of us, and I understand why, we have been programmed, unfortunately, because of Amazon and the microwave. We want stuff to happen yesterday. But it's a process, ladies and gentlemen. I will use nature as an example. When you plant the seed, you don't see the fruit come up right away. It takes time. But we still believe. We keep on watering that little spot. We remove the weeds, right? We give it some fertilizer. We give it sunshine, but we keep on watering it. Keep on watering it. So you need to know exactly what you want. Plant the seed in your mind. Stay plugged in to people. I'm gonna give a quick example. People who are very successful, they're very humble. They're willing to serve. Last week was Mr. Anthony Moreland, for an example. I met Mr. Anthony about 2-3 years ago in Destin, Florida. I saw everybody that's going to him. I said to myself, I need to learn and meet this guy. He's a leader. I was patient enough. I was coachable enough. I was humble enough to wait. He would tell you this. When everybody had left, I said, I went to him and said, hey, brother, how you doing, sir? My name is Dapo. I know your name is Anthony. Can we please connect? And because he was humble of who he is, we connected. Many of us, our ego, our pride, and we're not coachable, is preventing us from succeeding. And you wonder why. Remember, we all have the same comp plan. We all have the same product. Let me continue. The Zooms, please don't miss no Zoom. Every Zoom counts to it. If you have no guest, still get on the Zoom. Because guess what? You should be presenting by yourself. Stay plugged into the Zooms. Read the books. I don't watch TV that much. I got so much to learn. My mind was so messed up, I got to fill it with positivity. You know who you are. You know how you think when you're all by yourself and there's nobody looking at you? And you know that you attract stuff towards you? Do you know that? But if you keep on watching the news and spending your time with people who are not going to higher places, and you wonder why you're not growing. You wonder why you're not getting no customers. Many of us, unfortunately, we're moving, but guess what we're doing? We're moving in a circle. We're not moving forward. And last time I checked, in the next 21 days, half of this year is gone. Still plugged in. What are you listening to? What are you listening to on a consistent basis? What information are you putting in? Let me break it down to you. Information. It goes into your body, into your mind, forms a nation, your experience. What are you feeding your mind? Know exactly what you want. Describe it to the letter. Have it written down. Write the vision, make it plain. The same Bible says, that great book said that my people, he didn't say the people, God said my people that he loves are destroyed for lack of vision. Do you know exactly what you want? Don't try to reinvent the wheel. Just follow the system. The leaders in Nigeria, the leaders in South Africa, the leaders in the US, they have a system in place. Just follow the system. System stands for save yourself time, energy, and money. But some of us, we're so in our own way, we don't follow the system. Just plug into the system, keep it very simple. For those of you who don't know, McDonald's in the US, for example, sells the most hamburgers. You know why? They have a system. They don't have the best burgers, but they have a system. Go to any McDonald's around the world. When you walk in to McDonald's, guess what? The French fries is always on the left side of the building. If you don't believe me, after this call, for those of us who are here in the US, even in Nigeria, go to your McDonald's. The French fries is always in the left side. That is the system. How to reinvent the wheel. Now back to this mindset. Forgive yourself for your past mistakes. Forgive yourself. You didn't know, you were learning. Forgive your parents because they were teaching you what they learned. Forgive fast. So many of us, and I was included, I was angry at the world. Forgive yourself. Please forgive yourself. And those who, if they're alive, and you can call them and say, hey, how you doing? This is Dapo. I know you're supposed I'm calling you. Hope all is well. I've forgiven you. I just want you to let you know that. And keep on going. Don't let your past mess up your present. Better destroy your future. Please forgive yourself. Know exactly where you're going. Know exactly where you're going. Have your goals written down. Use your 5 senses to feel where you're going to be. Let me say that again. Use your 5 senses. Use your 5 senses of touch, of taste, of sight, of sound, and smell to know exactly what you want. This stuff works. If you want that house, go to the house, walk into that house, smell it, feel it, see it, touch it, taste it if you can. Don't tell nobody. Do this for you. Use your 5 senses. This is some real stuff. Again, we all have the same comp plan. Depending on your market, we all have the same products. So while some people succeeded and you're not, be coachable. Tiger Woods, when he was playing before he got injured, he had a coach. Kobe Bryant, rest in peace. He had a coach in Phil Jackson. Find you a mentor. If you understand our comp plan, the more I help you, the more I win. So the truth be told, for selfish reasons, I want you to succeed. Have you a mentor and stop being cocky. Get out of your own way. Let them teach you. Our pride, our ego, I call my mentor. I don't wait for a mentor to call me. He's a very busy man. I call him. Have you called your mentor? Dare I say, do you even have a mentor? And you wonder why. You just go in a circle and not moving forward. Yeah, you're moving all right, but you're moving in circles. Let me continue. What else? Become a very good communicator. Let me repeat that. Become a very good communicator. Be a communicator, be a good communicator with yourself. How do you talk to yourself when there's nobody around? Y'all know what to do. Y'all know the comp plan. But how do you talk to yourself when there's nobody around? How do you talk to people? How do you talk to people? And the most important one is, how do you talk to God? You don't have to lie to me. This is your life. This is your body. This is your business. You're going to see me excelling because I'm getting better every day. I'm staying plugged in every day. I'm learning from others. I am humble enough to learn. I'm reading the books. It's not easy. There are times when I'm up till 2 in the morning. 2 a.m. in the morning and have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. But some of us don't want to sacrifice a little time. For 2 years, because my mind was messed up, this is a true story, ladies and gentlemen. For 2 years, I watched no TV. For 2 years. For the people here in the US, they know this channel called ESPN. It's a sports channel. I didn't even watch ESPN for 2 years. Sacrifice. Transparency before transformation. Transparency before transformation. For those of us who have had surgery, that had to have something removed out of our body, we had to be transparent to the doctors. They had to go into our body, put us to sleep first, go into our bodies, pick out whatever it was, sew us back up, and then we transform. So many of us, we're so cocky in our own ways, so stubborn in our own ways, not humble, too much ego, that we don't allow our mentor who wants to help you in. And you wonder why you're not succeeding. Remember, we all have the same complaint and the same product. So I don't have to go over that again. Be calm, become better. Find a way to serve people. I'm telling you today, find a way to serve people with your time and do it from your heart. Because remember, God created all of us in his own image. So for me, when I serve people, I'm just serving God. That's how I see it. Now, don't be no fool helping everybody. You know, only help those who are moving. Don't push and pull. I said that to my team this past Saturday. I said, I'm done pushing and pulling. But if you're moving, I'm going to move with you. But find a way to serve. Become better. We have the best, if not one of the best parts in the whole world in Tishinoni. We have the #1 complaint in the world. Let us sit down for a minute. We have the #1 complaint in the world. It takes time. You gotta plant the seed first. Know exactly what you want. Use your 5 senses. Write it down. And don't give up. It's not going to be easy, ladies and gentlemen. It is not going to be easy. Be a very good communicator. With yourself first. With yourself. But what do you say to yourself when there's nobody around? You can lie on Facebook, you know, post, but you know how you really are when there's no one else looking at you. So communicate better with yourself first. With God and with people. Be calm. Start talking. If your goal is to be an officer, start talking like an officer. Start dressing like an officer. The way you dress is the way you be addressed. The way you dress, already see yourself there, smell it, touch it, feel it, taste it. Don't be careful who you listen to, because you don't want information to go into you and form a nation that you don't want. And just keep at it. Just keep at it. Remember, you're an elite person. My Mr. Dapo, everybody's elite. Every leader in time excels. In time. Do not rush the process. It is not a marathon. I mean, a race, excuse me. It's a marathon. Get better, one day at a time. One day at a time. Stay plugged in. Read the books. Become better by 1% every day. And find a way to serve so many people. And I'm going to end with this. I'm going to end with this. I'm going to end with this. You keep repeating the past because you keep speaking and thinking about it. Your past then becomes your future, because that's what you're thinking and speaking about. I'm going to say that one more time. You keep repeating the past. They don't like me. I suck. I'm terrible. I'm this. I'm that. Guess what? Nobody cares. You keep repeating the past because you keep speaking and thinking about it. As a man thinketh, so is he. Your past then becomes your future, because that's what you're thinking and speaking. So, Ms. Blessing, thank you for this opportunity. It's a process. You have to become, stay plugged in. Be careful who you listen to. Watch your words. Do whatever it is to make you feel good. See where you're going. Have it written down and just keep at it. Just keep at it. Every leader in time excels. Plant the seed in your mind. Keep on watering. Oh, by the way, stop comparing yourself too. Don't compare my chapter 20 with your chapter 2. Stop doing that. You just keep on getting better. And I promise you, if you stay consistent in this arena, you can't fool nobody but yourself. If you stay consistent, in due time, you will excel. Life is going to happen. I've had deaths in my family. I'm saying it for the first time publicly, because this is getting very personal for me. I've lost my dad, but nobody knows until right now. I still keep on going. Life is going to happen. But this is my thinking. Let's deal with it now. So in the next few months, we live in a life of excellence. This company, when you serve more people, you get to travel the world. We just came back from the Bahamas, all free, paid for by the company. Some came back from Tahiti a few months prior to that. And all we're doing is serving people. I'm begging you, please, you become better as a leader, because you're leaders. You're a child of God. Don't you ever forget that. Okay? And stay plugged in. So, Blessing, thank you for the opportunity. I have so much to share, but I'm going to stop right now for the sake of time. And hey, if you guys have questions, give it to me. Let's go.
Awesome job, Memphis. You motivated
Thank
everybody. That was beautiful. It always comes from the heart from you. Thank you so much. Like, you just literally pushed it. Thank you so much, Memphis. That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Dallas. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dapo. Thank you for the energy that you brought into the room tonight. And thank you most importantly for speaking from your hearts. And you've touched on a very important topic tonight, mindset and self-image. And honestly, that's where it all starts from. If you are going to be successful in life, it starts with the mindset. And that's the foundation. And so thank you very much for touching on that tonight.
Thank you.
I have learned so much, and I know that everyone on this call has learned so much, and that's so important. In case you don't know how important this is so important. This is what people spend a lot of money to go to therapy for, because when the mindset is all messed up, you literally can achieve nothing in life. So thank you so much, Dapo, for touching on that tonight. We'll now open for questions. If anyone has questions for Dapo, please put it in the chat box, or you can just raise your hand and unmute and ask the question.
Easy questions now. Easy questions.
Oh, amazing as always, Nick here.
Thank you.
So we have a bit of time, maybe 5 minutes. Can you squeeze in your amazing story? for those that
Absolutely.
have the story of your mom.
Absolutely. Definitely will. So I was at this store in Memphis called Walmart, and I was on the phone talking to a friend about my mom. At that time, my mom was dealing with high blood pressure, diabetes, and she was pre-diabetic. And she was taking 7 pills at that time, Nick. 7 pills. So I was on the phone telling my friend this whole, situation. And as I was leaving,
Mama, come and hear something.
and as I was leaving the checkout aisle, the guy behind me, I didn't know at that time, he was listening to my conversation. So I'm walking to my car, hot summer. I had 2 baggages in my hand. Hey, man. I'm like, who the world is that? So I look back and say, hey, man, listen, I know you don't know who I am, but I heard your convo about your mom. I said, yeah, man. He said, listen, if you don't mind, have you heard of juice? I'm like, no, what is that? He said, how about this? Have you heard of the medical physician's desk reference, the medical PDR? Of course, with my background in physical therapy, I knew what I was, but of course he didn't know. But yeah, I know what that book is. So listen, man, if you don't mind, if you just walk to my car, I'd like to show you this book and see that we have Tishinoni in that book. Nick, I'm not gonna cry. I refuse to cry. So I went to his car. He had a medical PDR, and the medical physician desk reference. Every doctor in the U.S. has that book. It's called a physician's desk. I mean, it's called a physician's desk because it's for the physician. It is always on their desk, and they make reference to it. Many times in the U.S., when you go to your doctor, they ask you questions. They never give you your prescription right then. They step out, go to the desk, make reference to that book, and then come up with a prescription. So anyway, back to the story. There the book was. He opened it. There was Tishinoni juice. I said, man, I'm sold. Give me a case. My mom happens to be here in Memphis. I said, hey, Ma, I got something for you. Said, oh, hey, baby, what you got? I told her about it. She believes me. She began to drink it. I was very aggressive with it. Because when you see your mom or your loved one on medicine and how it has changed your health, I don't know about you, but for me, you go very aggressive. So I said, Mom, we're going to have a bottle a week. So my mom drank a bottle a week for 4 months. I said, Mom, when you go back to your doctor, I'm going to go back with you. I was still skeptical because this is my first time seeing or hearing about T-shirt, but I saw it in a medical PDR, so that sold my heart. 4 months later, she has finished 4 cases, roughly about 16, 17 bottles of the 1 liter bottle, right? We went to the doctor. I went with her. So we sit in that little room where they put you in. The first nurse comes in, put my mom on a treadmill, ran her for a few minutes, stopped her, took her blood pressure. The nurse says, and steps out. Another minute comes in, or maybe a few minutes, another nurse comes in, draws her blood, and then she steps out. My mom was on 7 medications, started from 1 to 2, 3, and before we knew it, she was on 7 medications. And she had this little container thing. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. You guys know what I'm talking about, that measures what you got to take. About 20 plus, maybe 27 minutes later of waiting, I'm getting a little nervous. So I stepped out to see if they have forgotten about us, where's the doctor, where's the nurse? So I stepped out, Nick. Luckily, they were down there talking. I said, hey guys, we're here. And the doctor says, Mr. Odusanya, we're sorry, we'll be in your room, shortly. A few minutes later, doctor comes in with the 2 nurses and says, we don't know what you've been doing, but we're gonna wean you off all 7 medications. But come back in 1 month just to make sure that everything is okay. So my mom went from 7 pills to 0 in 4 months. That's with me. I called the guy back. I said, hey man, listen, this stuff is some good stuff. I know. Now you can serve more people and make more money. And Nick, that was how I joined the business. What we have in Tishinoni juice is amazing. Everybody's body is different. It may take longer for some people, but you cannot rush nature. I have to say that you cannot rush nature. Take the product, be consistent with it. You only have 1 body. I've seen friends and family who see me now, who haven't seen me in ages. My mom is looking amazing. I'm gonna have her on the call one of these days. And I have not aged. And some of us who are younger than me, y'all guys are aging. Remember this, Tishinoni has what we call iridoids, and it helps lower advanced glycation end products, AGE, that forms in our bodies. What are AGEs? That is when excess sugar from what we eat in our food combines with protein, and it forms AGEs, advanced glycation end products. And that is linked to all diseases. Don't believe what I'm saying. Google it yourself. Google it. So my mom, from 7 pills to 0, 4 months later, no more medication. How do you think I feel? So when I serve people, I'm serving from my heart, not from my head. Some people are going to say no to you, and that's okay. It means no, not now. Remember this, some will, some won't. So what? Next. The last time I asked Siri, how many people do we have in the world? 8 billion. So why are you worried about 1, 2 people? Hell, 200 people. Why are you worried? We have 8 billion people in the world. This past weekend, Nick, and I will just share this quickly. I was sharing it with my team this past Saturday. The number 126. Get 2 people, help them get 2 people, and go 6 levels deep, and see what happens to your business. I'm gonna say that one more time. Start with you, 1. Get 2 people, help them get 2 people, and go down 6 levels. But by the 6th level, we have everybody up in your organization, you have 126 people. Here in the US, our subscription is just 100 PV. Do the math and see where you'll be. Teaching Energies by itself created over 200 millionaires. Now we have Hero, we have Wilson, we have Limo, we have Skinny Drop. That's all good and dandy. Keep them a subscription. So Nick, that's my story about my mom. And now I see her, she's spoiled rotten. And thank you for letting me share. So that's why I'm here. And even though for her experience, I don't know where I'll be. So Nick, I'll answer your question.
Amazing. As always, amazing. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dapo, for sharing that story. It's an amazing story. And that's totally transformed your life and the direction that it took.
Yes, yes.
So the question to all of us on the call tonight, do you have a transformation story? And it comes with using the product or having someone close to you use it. So you must start your own transformation story when you take the products. And it's amazing what the business is about. It's about providing solutions, helping people. And that was what happened in the case of Dapo's mom. Coach Michelle is asking, how do you qualify the leaders you work with?
Very easy. Very easy, Coach. Their work ethic. Their work ethic. I had a leader. She had a very busy schedule. She was always calling me. Because she was a nurse, back then. And she was only available after 10 p.m. because of her family. We would be on a call from 10 to 2 o'clock in the morning. She bugged me, Coach. Bugged me. Asked me so many questions and wasn't ashamed. She was humble. She was coachable. And she did it consistently. Hey, Dapo, every Tuesday, I'm going to call you. Get ready. Yeah, it's going to be 10 o'clock. So her fruits showed that she was serious. So that's how I qualify my leaders. If you move, I'm going to move with you. Remember, we have 8 billion people in the world. I have to be very intentional with my time. So that's how I qualify the work ethic and then being consistent.
Awesome. Awesome, Dapo. And that's something every one of us can apply as we continue to build our business. Very intentional about the leaders that we attract. We talked about seeking the right kind of team members. That would help to explode your business. Very important. Lizelle, I see your hands up. I think that would be the last question for the night.
Thank you, Blessing. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Nick, Partner Co-Counsel, for the opportunity. Thank you, Dapo. You did amazing. Thank you for the nuggets. I just want to ask a question on what you touched on earlier, because I'm sitting, I wouldn't call it a frustration. I don't like using the I word. God told me a long time, take out the I out of your vocabulary. But when I say I refer to obviously as me becoming a leader, because I always thought I am a leader, but I was never a leader. So I had to unlearn now to learn how to become a leader. Interesting, Nate, in Global Legacy mentioned the other time that you get 3 different types of leaders, or you get different types of leaders. I didn't know that. But when I went to look at it, I saw that I lean more towards a persuasive leader. So, I mean, I'm struggling to manage. I am 163 PVs, not a lifetime earning or something away from manager. It's been not bothering me in a way, but I am intentional. But when you build, like in the power of 2, you get people, you recruit, because I am very in recruiting as in retail, right? So I need to learn now retail. So I'm very in recruiting. And today, interesting enough, one of the active partners in the team asked me, where are you? Because I just gone silent in that group, because we miss your energy, we miss your, your inspiration, the drive. And as a leader, and everyone on the call, sometimes we don't feel it, but because we are the forerunners, we go and fetch it somewhere. So it's very sacrificial, and then you take it now obviously over to your team. But if people don't move, maybe I must still grow up. I get so frustrated. For me, it's rather like move to the side, go wait until you're ready, and then you come back. So she couldn't understand today why I said, I think, because they now make me doubt myself. I'm not insecure. I've changed those things. Tomorrow, I'll be a year in Partner Co. So I'm also very emotional today, because I mean, my husband he told me, like, I've never seen you committed every day, whether you get paid or don't get paid. But I just need you to guide me, because I've distanced myself now from that group that I thought it was going to be the 5 or 10 people that we can run with, because I don't even get time to exercise what I learned with people. And if you look at the people, it is really not people that you can. I always say, if you have a better plan on the table, bring, and let's go with your plan. But if you don't have, there is a plan. So what do you do? Because in the atmosphere, it's almost like you get as a leader. So I'm struggling with that balance, because even if they're not doing anything, interacting with me, you mentioned now someone, they say, asking you, I'm going to call you. What do I need to? I was like that in the beginning. Ask Nick, I drove them mad. I made mistakes. I was crazy. And as I grow, I calm down. I get better and better every day. But how do you help people that don't want to help? So you start questioning yourself. You ask now, what is wrong? What do you do wrong? Now I have to go back again. But I don't feel it's me. So I don't know how to handle that situation. But today wasn't a good day for me in Particle, because you got so much to give. You see there for everyone you want. I always say, I don't want to be the only millionaire around that I know. Because we must all, and it's not even, I'm just saying millionaire, but I want us to all move together, because who am I going to spend time with? Who am I going to speak with when I go there? Because you outgrow the people. So yeah, I mean, I was just asking, like, what do you do? What do you do?
So just to give you a short answer, I'll give you one of my personal stories. I used to be friends with two guys. It was three of us, and we all did things together. We partied together, we traveled together. And then when I joined Partner Co, my mindset began to change, right? And I shared with them what I was doing. Hey guys, I'm not doing this. I would like for us to make money together at the same time. Those two said no to me. That hurt me. There are going to be some people in your life who you will think would do it, but will not. It could be family, it could be friends. At that time, what I've now learned, you have to accept that for now, and you keep on getting better. You may need to change your environment too, because they will not understand what you're doing at that time. You keep on getting better and still keep in touch with them. Don't just forsake them, but you keep on getting better, because as you keep on getting better, you will now begin to raise your vibration and you begin to attract. Because true story, me going officer last year was from a new partner who joined my business. And they gave me an idea that I ran with, and that took me to officer. It wasn't from my previous team members, it was from a new team member, because I was able to attract them to my life. So to answer your question, you keep on getting better. Don't get frustrated. It is very important, everybody that's hearing my voice, that you always feel good. That is so key. That is so key. Like, for example, if you wake up in the morning and you hit your knee against your bed, do not curse. Don't get frustrated. Just say, dang on it. Like me personally, this is what I do. Oh, you tried it. I'm not taking that class. Let's go. Because I want to feel good. So your friends and family or your partners who are not growing as you thought they would, it's okay. You keep on getting better and you will attract a different tribe. Your vibe will attract. And it might not be in that same place. Quick story, and I'm gonna let y'all go. For those of us who watch the NBA, there's a player that plays for the Dallas Mavericks. His name is Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving used to play for Cleveland. He was cut. Then traded to the Boston Celtics. Then he was cut. By the way, Kyrie Irving, his IQ, look at this, what I'm saying to you guys. His IQ is the highest in the NBA. He was cut by that team. He was traded to the Brooklyn Nets. Guess what? He was cut again. But he was just a different person, a different leader. And now he's now with the Dallas Mavericks. Because he was with the right teammates in Dallas Mavericks, guess what? They are now playing in the championship. He was cut by 4 teams. They didn't understand it. So it could be, in your case, in your scenario, you may need to cut them for now. Still check on them. There's different levels. You just keep on getting better. And when they see you win the championship, they'll come back to you. So hopefully that helps a little bit.
Awesome. When they see you win the championship, they will come to you. I love that. Thank you so much, Dapo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dapo. Thank
Set
you.
yourself on fire
Go
and
ahead.
people watch you burn. Set yourself on fire. Set yourself on fire and people will come watch you burn. And when they come, charge them.
Awesome. There's nothing more to say, team, to that. That's what Dapo is leaving us with tonight. Set yourself on fire and let people come and watch. And when they come, charge them heavily. Awesome, team. Thank you so much, Dapo. Thank you. Thank you for sharing all of your experiences and for speaking to us straight from the heart. Value, value, value. The best lessons. The feedback is amazing. Thank you, Dapo.
Guys,
Thank you, team.
Thank you.
Thank you.